Alrighty, so I'm in the midst. I'm probably not the middle. I'm only on the second bags, but excuse me. I'm working on this part out. Oh, sorry. For the temple, the Shadow Wolf Temple or whatever it is, and doing my first part out via Bricqer. So essentially, when you do a part out, you'll in here. Yep, continue. In here, you'll create everything's based on batches. So you create a new batch, and then new whatever like that, and then you can select how to do it, and you can do a part out. And you can punch in your set number and how many you have. If you want to automatically assign locations, break down the figs, merge extra quantities, which I think should be, well, if you're parting out like an older, maybe a used set that you don't have the original things from, then that would make sense not to have. But if you're doing a new one, it makes sense to merge extra quantities. You can also click this if you've started a part out, and you can open up a part out. In my case, I don't need this empty batch. I don't need this empty batch. But all right, so I got this Shadow Wolf Temple, and I want to keep on parting out. I can go click this, click my 781 whatever, and now I'm back to my part out, and you can filter by color. You can change the order of the sort here. So I keep going by, I go by category just because it's easier for me to go, all right, I'm holding some. I went through and I picked out, in my case, 1x12s. So I can go through here, and then the plates are together. So all right, 1x12, dark bluish gray. I already have some in my store, so it automatically fills in the location, and it tells me how many I have. 10, and that's how many are in bag 4. So I am good to go. I could just set these aside in a cup if I wanted, but because I've said many times before, I am a small store. I don't have tons of space for tons of cups for every single lot in here. So if I have a lot that is complete, even though it means I will stand up 300 times or whatever it is, that's okay. I can use the steps in the exercise, but I can go find small overflow 11-1A. Small overflow 11-1A. One-handedly open this up. Put those in there. Seal it up with 2 hands. That'll do. And then, so follow that over here. I can click this little check mark here. That automatically takes it off my part out list, which is basically how I was doing it in Brickstore, but I'd have to copy and paste from one page to another, one document to another, which obviously took a dear amount of time. Whereas this basically does it all with one click. So that ends up dumping back to, it'll save your changes. So automatically dumps that to here. Now what does that do for me? This is a batch that I've created. The part out and the batch live separately from each other. So the part out will exist there until I'm done with it. And for the batch, I could go ahead and just upload the stock if I wanted. So if I get through, all of a certain part of the batch, certain part of the part out for the day, and I am wanting to just go ahead and have those parts done in the store, don't have to think about them anymore, I could hit upload and they will go up, and it will be easy peasy, fun and squeezy, or whatever. So I love this, and that also gives you the option if you have multiple people doing this, because you can have multiple users. You have a couple people create their own batches, and they can pull part outs from the same, or they can pull parts from the same part out. So someone could have, bags 1 through 4, and the other person has bags 5 through 8. And then as you go through and each person is doing their parts, they can go on their own device and just click those check marks on the actual part out thing, and just right away being able to just have those parts ready to go. So this is pretty snazzy to me. I am pretty happy with how this works and look forward to using it some more. All right, I have the Shadow Wolf Tipple. It is fully parted out. I've got much of the parts put away already, but I had several that were built up over several bags, so I didn't put those away. Like there's a bunch of these that were across several different bags, so I just added to it as I went. But now I'm done. Everything is either here or here that has yet to go somewhere. So what I'm thinking is I can use the Bricqer interface on this phone and go through and tap and put stuff away right from the interface. So rather than at the computer, where I'd have to do it in Brickstore and I'd see the part thing, whichever one I needed to carry the part over there, dump it, come back, which is what I've done for part of this part out. Part. But now that I have all the bags taken care of and cups are stuffed, I can take this in my little cart, look on the list on my phone right here, and just go like, all right, so we'll grab this. I'll look at where it is on the sheet, find it, and then hit the little check mark, and it will be kind of like reverse picking. And this was something I had talked to the Bricqer people about before signing up, what the process was for it. So this will be my first actual test of it, and it should work exactly how I'm expecting it to. So then, yeah, I just like, all right, these, I look at whatever the location is. If it doesn't have a location, I can assign it one on the phone, which is something that you couldn't do in Brickstore. They had an app, a mobile version, but it didn't do anything like this. And if it did, it was incredibly clunky and just a pain to use. So this should be part of the functionality that I am hoping to gain from Bricqer, among other things. And so I'm going to try it out. I'll share a couple of screenshots just of the interface on the phone. It looks like it was too wide to work on the portrait mode. Something I could probably talk to them about to see if there's a version that would be scaled better. But if I flip it to landscape mode, then it works just fine. You just see less lines at once. Not a big deal. So yeah, I'm going to work on putting this away now. And just see how well that goes. All right, as I thought, that was actually supremely fast. The only hiccup I ran into is if there was something that I didn't have a location yet assigned to it. So the best thing, the couple things that I had on here that I didn't, set them aside, and then I went back to my computer, put in location for anything else that was missing it, and then can come back to the phone and be able to put stuff where it belongs. So next time I get ready to just start putting parts away, I'll just make sure that everything has location information, and then jump into Bricqer on the phone and just be able to start putting it away, checking it off the box, and cooking along. All right, I have got everything put away. I can go back to my original thing, and I can even see everything that's here. I can hit part out, and then I can see what I was working on. Go ahead and trash that. So now that one's cleared out. All of the parts are here. We can see the info, parts that we're adding, the selling price, which I think does not yet have the pricing model adjusted, but we are good to go. We're going to upload stock. Here's where we put update sales prices. And we're going to upload now. Batch is activated, so we'll get, I think, notification and or an email about it all, and yeah, we are done. So as per usual, from any part that we've had, there are lots of drawers of parts that are needing to be filtered down and put away and everything. So that'll be my job for next couple work days, but otherwise we have done it. We have everything in there, and we can continue on with other big things. So part out is officially done, minus the putting stuff away. And there's a cat.